Duplicates getting stressed by their responsibilities, but improved amenities would cheer them up. What other amenities do we have at our disposal? Like, there's no other room bonuses we've got, really. We could obviously make better toilets and stuff. Could make individual bedrooms, but that'd be quite a feat with this level of stress. Great Hall we've already got. Med Bay, Massage Clinic we've got. Rec Room we've got. Is this still a Great Hall? It is still a Great Hall. What can I do in terms of room bonus? I think it's just food now. I think it's just food. Let's try making some... let's try making some better bread or something. Got no pinch of pepper nuts, which is interesting. Let's try making some frost buns for a bit. We've not got much sleet wheat grain though, in fairness, but I'm sure we can find some. I'm sure we can find some. Let's just get all these harvested automatically. So, where else do we want to go? Let's get rid of you. Ugh. And go through here as well. Right. 14 of 16 is low. Yeah, you must have to suppress the morale. Surpass the morale, sorry. Suppressing the morale is something totally different. We should definitely do that instead. Right, let's head up here if we can. Ah, bollocks. Right, there's some tasty food. Tasty food. Delicious. We need to get all this water emptied, but they don't want to do this. I did set these to polluted water, didn't I? I might do a little save and reload, because it's been a while since I've done it. And I reckon there's probably been a lot of stress calculations. Given the 960 watt building. I think we stopped the research on it. I'll get it in a minute. I'll get the research in a minute. This game will be Mod Haven when it's out, I think. Yeah, totally, mate. I mean, look at Don't Starve. Look at all the mods on there. There's fucking loads of them. Did touch on one of my biggest caveats in the game, the room system. I truly and utterly hate that with a vengeance. It is one of the worst game mechanics for solving a rather simple issue I have seen in a game. Buildings should just have an effective radius or positive or negative decor. Well, it's weird that they scrapped the decor system. Or not scrapped it, but partially scrapped it, but didn't. Like, I'm sure I read in one of the game updates something about you shouldn't need as much decor anymore. I'm sure I read that. Let's get these done with a 9. Yeah. I mean, as I say, I like the way that decor blends, and if you have like mesh tiles or, you know, the decor radius can branch out further. I do like that. I just don't want to have to slap it in like blocks like this for fear of you know, they're not going to be impressed by the room. It's like they added wallpaper to the game, but I don't think wallpaper does anything for decor, does it? But it makes sense that wallpaper would. Do you know what I mean? They've complained about decor for months, though. Well, do you genuinely feel that this is a positive way to fix it only half? That's an interesting one. Because you seem to like to trigger me, and you know you're doing it when you do it. I know you do, because you like a good rant. But do you actually think that this is a positive improvement, as in it should be kept in its current state now, in a finished way? Because that would be interesting to me, actually. I would like to know that. Wow. Perhaps part of the answer could be to increase the range of arts bonuses. Right now you get max level art or relatively low level artists. Take it easy, Stu. Thank you for popping in, buddy. Much love. Level artists give you plus 50 paintings. You wouldn't need to spam them everywhere. Exactly, Platypus. Said that before. The fact that you just need to get to plus 4 and then that's it. And I mean, these have been genius sculptures, and before that, every sculpture used to be a mediocre sculpture, even if it was a proper one. There should be varying degrees. Why have we only got one type of sculpture still? I know you can get the little nubbly ones. Why haven't we got 50 different types of sculpture? Why haven't we got 100 types of painting? No one? No one know? Just early access? Is that the reason? Or is it lazy development? Pretty sure it's lazy development. Pretty sure it's really fucking lazy development, actually. Because it wouldn't take an artist very long to bang out a shitload of little thumbnail images like this. It really wouldn't. And if it does, they need to hire more artists. Early access. My feelings towards that I have no idea what this game is going to be like when it's done. I joined up just after Agriculture came out. This game is like $10 and I have 2k hours doing it. Since then, do you remember all the changes they made to plants before they started on the shit they have now? Plants used to be crazy complicated. Yeah, they were better. They were better. They used to have a yield, and your yield was dependent on how well you treated them. Now they don't have that. That's worse. Maybe the whole decor system isn't planned out yet. Syntax, this is an update to decor and quality of life, a new system they've implemented, mate. That's what this update is. My point is you can complain about how if something works or doesn't work, they may not have in later versions. What? My point is you can complain about how if something works or doesn't work, they may not have in later versions. Well then why implement it into the game? It's not worse. It was unnecessary complications. Unnecessary complications. It gave... No. That's not true. Yield, by the very essence of the word, is a scale, right? If you want a shit yield, just give it basic resource and you get a shit yield. But if you want to go that extra mile and you want to put the extra effort in, you got a good yield, right? That means there is a degree of, you know, of effort that you put in. It's you put in more effort, you get more reward. That's a good mechanic. But they removed it because people complained. They removed it because noobs complained because they couldn't be asked going the extra mile. So they pandered to people that couldn't be bothered. Instead of just keeping it as a mechanic and saying, well, you can just deal with shit amounts of food if you want. If you want to put in no effort, you'll get shit food. That's what you get. But they removed it. I found it was a really good system before. If you looked after your plants and gave them the right conditions, you got more food. That's good. If you just did a half-assed attempt and just slapped down some shit planters, you got a worse yield. That's good. How is that worse? It wasn't unnecessarily complicated. That's not true. You could still get some food just by leaving them at the worst possible level. So yeah, I don't agree. Right. Stress is starting to fall a little bit, but then we have a little bit of puke and it goes through the roof again. Right, I'm just going to disable this. I'm tired of looking at it. Did we do anything with that dig down here? No, not yet. It's a long way away. Yeah, I don't follow your train of thought though. Like, I think the community's more than happy to do the art for the game. Yeah, I reckon there would be. I reckon there'd be hundreds of people lined up to do it. You could put 100 different paintings on merch. Yeah. Your argument is that I shouldn't be able to complain about a feature that's added to the game because maybe it won't be in the final release. That's what you're saying before. You're waiting for the jukebox, all right? Okay, I'll start doing some more research. We'll get the jukebox done. That's a crazy thing to say. If they implement something into the game and nobody complains, it'll be in the final point in the game. It'll be in the final release. So which complication is okay and which complication is not? What does that mean? This is nothing to do with degrees of effort. Your argument makes no sense, therefore it's invalid. I don't know what you're trying to say, only half. The only remnant of that difficulty is intentional cultivation of sleep wheat. Getting the irrigation to keep from burning up the farm is tricky. We have a lot of poop here, by the way. I might need to slap down some refinement. Let's get some more compost heaps done. I'd like to get the rest of this stuff swept and tidied away as well. We're going to need some coal gens, aren't we? Should I just slap some coal gens down here? I think this is all made of abyssalite. Maybe the walls aren't, actually. Let's do that before I forget. Oh, what? Okay, some of this is abyssalite, some of it isn't. That's a bit of a fucker. That's a wee bit of a fucker. I think I understand what you're trying to get at, only half. Like, I can't complain at some things being more complicated than others. But you've failed to take on board any of what I said about the degrees of difficulty. Like, plant yield previously had options. You could, A, not put any effort in and you'd just get some food. You could then go down a scale of giving it better conditions and you got more food and the potential for more seeds. That was a good thing. That could, you know, you had options. Now there is no option. It's just, I must conform to the pace at which Clay has dictated or have vomiting. I can't rush my research. I can't rush to a point in the game where I want to be at. I've got to go at the pace that they've set. They're not the same thing. You're comparing two different things. I can't get over the fucking stress, honestly. Oh, right, let's just have a look again. Let me try and make some sense of this. I don't want to be a salty ragey boy, but I am a salty ragey boy at the minute. How can it be mediocre decor? I don't understand how it can be mediocre decor. How can that be mediocre decor? So she spent no time sleeping, so she's just been puking all night. How can this be mediocre decor? I don't understand. Yeah, the problem is decor's always going to suck down here. Oh shit, I just realised I shouldn't have these tiles here. The negative from the bathroom is having an effect. Huh. So what we could do. Let's try ripping these out. Let's slap in a load of decor in here. What do we want? Let's just do what the game wants and slap in a load of statues. And find the problem dupes to the Great Hall. They might be on something there with the decor in this room. I hadn't even thought about that, I just left it. Let's slap down a load and see if it helps. I can't put any more in here because of the room size. So So back up to 100% again. It just really doesn't take very much. My fucking grill's broken again. My poor grill! Fix it! And disable this, for fuck's sake, I'm tired of looking at it. I lost count on how many seconds you had to waste trying to fix the stress. Right, we can now make an jukebox. Before we make an jukebox, I'm going to do something else first, which is making an loom. How much industrial ingredient do we have? Reed 5, we've got quite a bit. Let's make... Fuck off. Let's not make a loom just yet. Let's make... Shit. Let's make an granulator. Ooh, juicy mushrooms. Okay, I need to get coal power. I haven't even bothered to research it. Right, everyone's sleeping in their rooms. There's a little bit of piss everywhere. Above average decor, +3. There's a little bit of piss in here, honestly, but... Downtime, above average decor. Okay. Terrible meal. Mediocre decor. So what is her decor expectation? Decor perception 0. Above average is just a little bit of pee. Do you have some news that you could confine to meal lice to save the shrooms for pick your high-level eaters? To be honest, I can't even cook any food at the minute. So, let's say that my idea is valid because you complain how long... I heard you say my idea is invalid because you complain about how long it takes to play. What? That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said your idea is invalid because it doesn't make sense. You were comparing two things that are not the same. One was the effort versus reward system of yield. The other is the confinement of game mechanics that are preset by the game devs. They are not the same things to compare. You can't compare them. That's like comparing anal to ice cream. They're not the same. Jesus, new Ren is sleeping... I think you mean better Ren is sleeping next to dead Ren. Yes. I didn't even lower the morale requirement 4 points from preview release. It was fucking disgusting before. Oh, shit. Hey, listen, I'm not saying I couldn't have played a different game. I'm not saying that I couldn't have turtled in my base for 50 cycles before leaving. I could have done that. But I'd still be no better off in terms of knowing what this game holds for me, and I mean like geysers and stuff. What my point is, why can't we have both? Why can't we have a system that's based on quality of life, but also still allows me to forego that a little bit to do some exploring? Why does it have to be... Well, you like exploring, tough shit. You can't go out in the early game, are you fucking crazy? What, you want to get hypothermia and instantly lose the game? Are you crazy? What, you want to go and explore the map? No. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna do another shit with the audio off and come back to a dead Duke. Ramsey, the base is fucked, mate. Let old Ren be an example to better Ren, exactly. I sense some kink shaming come up. Anal and ice cream don't belong together. What? I didn't say that. I just said you can't compare the two. I didn't say they're not a match made in heaven. Oh shit. I did not say anything. I did not say anything about them being a pairing. I just said that you can't compare the two. And I stand by that. You can't compare anal and ice cream. They're very different. Which I found out to my own cost. What if the debuff from Decor only really hit during downtime and sleep? They could work in shitholes knowing they have a nice warm home to go to. I just think it needs to be a thing that increases over time. Like, fair enough now, if we were at cycle 100 and people are like, come on, we're still living in piss, fine. But this started way before that. This started like cycle 30 or 20 when we started leveling people up with you know, the jobs tree. It shouldn't be tied to jobs, it's dumb. It should be partly tied to jobs, I think, just not fully. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I understand if a doctor wants better... I understand if a doctor wants a better standard of living than somebody that cleans the bins at an airport. I understand that. A doctor would like fine wine. Do you know, I get that. But it shouldn't be like a base bitch medical student should be expecting fine wine. Do you see what I mean? It shouldn't... It should be a gradual thing. No walls life, only for rooms. Oh, the challenge, I forgot about that. Clearly the base is full. There's a dead dupe, damn dude. I redact my request to have a dupe named after myself. I don't want to live in this cavity anymore. Oh shit. An idea to Clay to improve decor system. How different types of decor buildings matter more than a number. An example would be that you could plant bristle blossoms in pots. It'd give food like wild, grown, or slower. Provide a decor bonus, like Weezewort used to. Weezewort used to give a decor bonus. Have pets running around the base too, etc. All the different types would stack up more than just spamming the same kind all over. Yeah, I like that. Like a multiplier effect. 3 different types of decor. Diversity. Yeah, better. I like that. A doctor would expect ice cream and anal. Oh, shit. You just keep cursoring over those unplugged massage tables. Yeah, I'm not plugging them in. I've not got the power for it. I've only got one running at the minute. We don't have a power grid. We've got nothing set up yet. I've been bitching and arguing about stress for 20 cycles. We've not got any sort of infrastructure. I'm currently waddling through puddles of piss all over the base. Meep's covered in, well, he's sandwiched between a couple of buckets of urine at the minute. In fact, does the corpse still pollute water thing? Is that still in the game, or has that been removed as well? I think that was removed, wasn't it? Sliver of piss in the top left bedroom. Sliver of piss. It's possible. I won't lie, it's possible. There's no piss there. Top right? Oh, you meant there. Top right. Okay. Okay. We'll let them clear some stuff out. It's just a few bottles of piss kicking around now. Everything's fine. We've swept up a lot of the decor. Stress vomiting. So, what made you stress vomit, Gossman? Like, seriously, is it still just your morale? Charming decor, +9. Terrible meal, 0. We're so close with Gossman now. We're so close. And realistically, you wouldn't be having terrible meals if we could just keep the grill going for a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Oh, God. Everybody just met up for some soggy feet and complaining. She just stepped in Gossman's puke and complained that she was too cold. Terrible. And now everybody walking through this vomit on the way back in has now got their stress increase as well. Let's look at Camille. Camille is currently in bed, but she's got sopping wet feet. Above average decor. Like, how can the decor be different for different dupes? I don't understand. Ah. Nice mix. Puddles of piss in the water spot. I don't really care about that. It's fine. Starting water isn't a big deal, really. Nice. Nice. These are priority 9 mops, by the way. And everybody's set to super high tidying. So why is nobody mopping it up? There we go. Maybe get showers. Meh. Grimy won't do shit. Doesn't really do shit. Can you hover over the decor field on that dupe you looked at? There was a detail about decor on the pop-up. On... who was it? Was it on Camille? Was it Camille? On decor. So average decor this cycle. Current environment decor 120. Average decor this cycle 223. Average decor last cycle 55. So she's probably going to have lower decor because she's going down to the plants and stuff, isn't she? Is that what I'm learning? Basically, we need decor fucking everywhere. Is that the deal? Because if so, we need background decor that we can put behind things. Showers are just a mechanism to use dupe labour to transform clean water to polluted water, yeah. I'm so sorry. You just have an actual break time. What do you mean, sorry, on the half? What, you mean like in the middle of the cycle? Let's try this then. Let's try that. So we'll just, at this point, we'll just lose, you know, a third of our day for this new mechanic. That doesn't make sense. We'll try that. No, Farmer, you said put a break before and after bedtime, didn't you? Which I did. I put like 1 block before, 1 block after. Hold on. Let's get this going. Oh, fuck off. Right, Nisbet, calm me tits. What's going on? With average decor. Average decor this cycle 44. So it's because they're going and getting materials from far away. We do, you need to have decor everywhere. It's fucking done. It's done. That is me done. I've had enough for the night. I'm salty, I've raged enough. I'm sorry guys, but fuck this game. Fuck this game. I had enough. Maybe anyone with 95 plus gets vacation day to just stand in the rec room. I think there is an element of that now. I think there is an element of you need to fine tune. Like for example, my miners that are going to spend more time out the base need longer break times. They can get back to the base and spend more time in like a decor area, or I think that's probably what it boils down to. But then, like I was getting at a minute ago, does that mean that I have to lose like a third of my cycle just to get them down a little bit for a break? That seems a bit crazy. Oh no, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I was going to be done at 1 o'clock anyway, Ramsey, don't worry. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I've not played any of this again. This is my first play of the game, apart from like a cycle. Oh, I think I've got like a cycle 30-ish, 32. Listen, I am well aware that a lot of this was my causing this stress. I still doesn't mean that I need to agree with it. You can make individual schedules. I know that only half. I know, but that's... mate, you're just saying what I just said a second ago. People that are leaving the base would have to have a longer break time to get back. I know. But that still doesn't change the fact that those diggers then have to lose, what, a third of their day? A third of their working day if you take out sleep and stuff? A third of their working day for breaks? Do you get a third of your working day off for breaks? When you're in work from 9 to 5, do you get a third of that for breaks? Do you? Do oil rig workers get that? Do coal miners get that? I don't fucking think so. It doesn't work. You will see eventually. You disagree now because you're trying to antagonise me only half, and I know what you're doing, mate. You're a son of a bitch. But it's true. You only work a third of the day. So you'll work for a third of the day. Yeah, but this isn't... No, this isn't a lovely pleasure town. This is a colony, a survival colony. You work for a third of the day and 2/3 to do other shit. That's not true, so you don't sleep. I just said taking out sleep out of the equation. This is not a day camp, it's survival in an asteroid. Solution for this, drugs. It's called labour laws. No, that's wrong! Right, fuck you, hold on. One last thing before we go. One last thing. Sleep is one of your other shit. Right, well hold on. How many seconds? Is this actually split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's split into 24 hours. Okay, it is actually split into 24 hours. So I'm currently giving them 4 hours of sleep, right? And then they're getting 4 hours of downtime. So what I'm saying is, if I wanted to give them more downtime, that is going to be a third of their day. But this isn't a holiday home. This is a colony where we're trying to survive. It doesn't make sense. So what they've basically done is made it into the fucking Sims. You're telling me things I already know. You're telling me things I know only half. I've been talking about this tonight. Labour laws are wrong. Heard it here first. Oh, shit. Like, it's fucking crazy. You're telling me I should implement a 4-on, 4-off shift? You guys are fucking crazy. So what you're actually asking for is for this to be a real-to-life simulation of... I mean, do our dupes eventually get an office job? Is that what happens? Does some of them have a holiday home in the fucking Bahamas? What are you talking about? Did you find out the secret to lower the stress levels? Yeah, play a different game, and my stress levels are much lower. 6 months to a year or more vacations. Nice to us. Were you doing twice as much hours as you meant to? Jesus. Old Ren gets like 24-hour rest. Fucking lazy fuck. He is a fucking lazy fuck cat. You're right. Right. Listen, guys. I am sorry that this was a salty stream. I kind of knew it was going to be when I loaded up the game tonight. If I'm honest, I'm having a few issues of my own at the moment. Which is why I didn't stream yesterday. I don't want to go into too many details, but I'll just say I'm having a few issues at home. So I will be back tomorrow. I did say I'd make it up to you with a number of streams in a row. We'll probably play some Oni, but I'm going to try and have a good night's sleep and not be such a salty prick tomorrow. We'll get this colony fixed. We may play Oni. I don't know. We may play something else. I have got a couple of other games that I want to have a play at some point, and I'm still waiting for that 2-point hospital as well. So yeah, hang in there, buddy. How about some CK2? CK2? What's CK2? Why does that... CK2? You like the salty prick better? I've heard that about you, cats. I've heard that about you. Oh, Crusader Kings. I don't know. I hadn't even considered it. I've still got some more of that Pillars of Eternity I want to play as well. And what else have we got? Some more Darkest Dungeon, some KSP. There's a lot I want to play at the minute. I did have a word with Sindane about the Factorial server. It is something we're going to do in the future. There will be a Factorial server. There will be a Factorial playthrough. But yeah. Damn right. What right into that, yeah. Crusader Kings, if you have €300 to spend. What? It's not a pay-to-win one, is it? Surely not. No Man's Sky? I don't own No Man's Sky. I have played it, but I don't own it. Yeah, guys, that's me done for the night. It's 1 o'clock. I'm a sleepy boy. I'm warm and flustered and pissed off at this game. I am sorry for the salt. It always makes me feel bad when I've had a salty stream. Is it one of those for 50 expansions? Oh, is that what it is? Right. Guys, I'm done for the night. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll hopefully be in a better mood tomorrow. And some things may have settled down a little bit. But yeah. I hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you very much for the follows tonight and for the subs. It really is appreciated, even if I am a prick. And thank you for the bits as well, those that gave bits. Much, much love, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Bye.